crowd side by side. "Walk in front of me," I told her. "I'll stay right behind you." She did, and then there was a long stretch of nothing much on our left side, just a big brick building, a bank or something. That's why it surprised me to see her staring at it. She was walking straight ahead, but her head was tilted to the side, seemingly looking and looking at this building. "What are you looking at?" I asked her. "I'm just walking, Daddy." "Huh. Okay." I continued watching her, and she kept her head at that same odd angle. I didn't say anything for a little while until I couldn't understand it anymore. What was so interesting off to the left? I pulled her aside into a parking area and stood right in front of her. "Look at me," I said. Her head was still tilted. I gently took her by the chin and straightened out her face. "Do you see me?" I asked. "Yeah, I see you." "Okay, keep your head just like that." I stepped back a couple of steps. "Do you still see me?" "I see blurred." "Okay, stay like that." I stepped back again until I was about 10 steps back from her. "How about now?" "I see you, Daddy. I see 2 of you." "Really?" "Yeah." "Turn your head until you don't see 2 of me." Slowly, she turned her head right back to that same odd angle again. "Now I see just 1 of you." "That's interesting. Okay." When Jessie was in 4th grade, we had taken her for a routine eye exam where the optometrist told us she needed reading glasses and also had a bit of a lazy eye and needed help strengthening her eye muscles. We'd spent months doing pencil push-ups where she'd focus on the pencil's eraser as she gradually moved the pencil from arm's length all the way up to her nose and then back again to work the muscles. It had done a lot of good at the time. Maybe we need to go back to doing that again, I thought. Despite the fact that she could sometimes be a bit of a drama queen, Jessie didn't seem particularly worried about seeing double. I was more alarmed than she was, but I didn't see a reason to get her nervous. Instead, we headed on to the candy store, where Jessie roamed around gleefully while I waited for Stacy for about 20 minutes. Then I texted her, "Something's wrong with Jessie's eyes. Where are you?" "What are you talking about?" she wrote, tilting her head sideways to look forward and says she's seeing double. "Need you to see this." On our way. Just because I figured it couldn't hurt, we did some of those pencil push-ups with Mentos in the store while we waited. I watched Jessie as covertly as I could. When she bent in to look at the jars of jelly beans, she kept her head straight. It was only when she backed up a little that she began tilting again. Using a giant lollipop as a point of reference, I repeated my experiment when Stacy arrived. "What do you see?" I asked Jessie, holding it close to her face. "1 lollipop," she answered. 2 steps back. Blurry. More steps back. 2 lollipops, she said. "Okay, tilt your head." She did. 1 lollipop. Stacy and I exchanged looks. Then we put it aside and went to lunch, where I caught up with the latest exciting news about how the kids got to order room service in their hotel while I had spent the night back at home to take care of the dogs. Jessie loved staying in hotels, but in particular, she had a curious fascination with the miniature ketchup bottles and jellies and syrup that always came with room service trays. As soon as we got back home to Orange County, Stacy scheduled Jessie's visit with the same optometrist we'd seen earlier. After an exam, he agreed that Jessie had some muscle weakening in her left eye. Left lateral eye palsy, he called it, and sent us to an ophthalmologist and a doctor who specialized in eye muscle therapy. She also had symptoms of a sinus infection, so the next stop was her pediatrician's office a few days later. In addition to giving us a prescription for antibiotics, Dr. Del Val told us to go back to the optometrist to check out Jessie's bloodshot left eye. The next 2 weeks were filled with doctor visits, one after another. The doctor didn't know why her eye was bloodshot, but prescribed drops to relieve it. The specialist suggested a certain type of prism glasses to help correct Jessie's double vision.